Hi, hello, and welcome to today's video. All I have is one word for you, Tenet. This statement is playing everywhere in every promotional video as well as in trailer, and yes, Tenet is what we are going to talk about in this video. This is a spoiler-free video and there are no spoilers. This is a making from Christopher Nolan. He has directed and written the story. Let's go through the cast and the crews involved in this making. Protagonist, or the good guy, is played by John David Washington, known by BlacKkKlansman movie. He looks very familiar, isn't it? That is because he's the son of the great actor Denzel Washington. Robert Pattinson plays a supporting role. He is famous for his Twilight and Harry Potter movies, but his recent works were amazing. He has been very choosy about his roles and the performances are really tremendous, and maybe that is one of the reasons why he is cast as Batman. Every movie needs a villain. We just do not have an antagonist, rather we have a Russian antagonist, and it is portrayed by Kenneth Branagh, actor-director, who gave us movies like Murder on Orient Express, Thor, and Cinderella. Elizabeth Debicki is also playing a prominent role in this movie, rather I would say an emotional character. She is a recognizable actress from Great Gatsby and The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Bollywood actress Dimple Kapadia is also playing a key role in this movie. Apart from these people, we also have Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Clemency Poise, Himesh Patel are in this movie as well. Nolan movie would be incomplete without Michael Caine. This would be the 8th time in establishing Christopher Caine brand. Unlike Michael Caine, not everyone were able to make in the casting. Hans Zimmer is not part of this film. He got occupied with his Dune project. So Nolan had to go with a different director. He joined hands with the Swedish composer Ludwig Göransson. Cinematography is by Hoyte van Hoytama. We can identify him and his works from his previous movies. Nolan and Hoyte had joined hands together before. They have worked in Interstellar as well as in Dunkirk. Always whenever it comes to his camera, it pleases your eyes. The visionary or the way it is being taken are always spectacular, and you can expect the same from Tenet as well. So to bring in this cast and the crew together, you have to spend a lot of money. Yes, Tenet has spent a lot of money. Tenet marks as the most expensive movie from Christopher Nolan as of today, summing up to $225 million. This does not include post-production, reshoots, advertising, or the marketing expense. There are some highlights of Tenet. We know that Christopher Nolan prefers practical stunts over CGI. The impressive part is Tenet is made only with 280 VFX shot. We could see a downward trend with VFX when it comes to Nolan's making, because Dark Knight had 650, Dark Knight Rises had 460, Inception came in between these two, which had just 500, Dunkirk had only 429, now it is just 280. As we pointed out, the visualization is spectacular, the action scene is amazing. Nolan has top-notched his action scenes. This is the best action scenes which he has shot ever before so far with this movie. There is a plane crash scene, you should watch it in theater. There is also a hallway fight scene that is also something which you need to experience in large screen. There is also a thrilling car chase scene which is made with practical stunt works. It's something tremendous. If we could closely observe, there are also two other words which is uttered very frequently, which is forward and backward. Yes, Christopher Nolan is obsessed with physics. A theoretical physics concept called time inversion is applied in this movie. To bring in this time inversion into the movie, the crew had to go through a lot of training which they have never seen before or done before. So they had to do everything to make this possible. They had to learn everything forward as well as in backward. Say for instance, if someone is learning hand-to-hand combat or a martial arts, you'll learn how to punch, how to kick, how to block. They also had to go through where they had to learn how to kick backwards, how to punch backwards, how to roll backwards. The best part is even some actors learn to speak backwards. We also know that Nolan is a crazy fan of James Bond. The costume design, arts, and landscapes presented on the screen are amazing. Actors had given their best performances when it comes to the roles which is being given. The background score is wonderful. Ludwig Göransson has even used Nolan's breathing in one of the background score with the Tenet. As usual, the stakes are high. World-altering events is taking place. You can call it a heist film, a spy movie with the science fiction genre. Only Nolan knows how to blend in all these things together, and it is only Nolan who can work it out. There are some lowlights. Maybe I could say some things which could have been enhanced in a better way. The movie revolves around its mystery. Maybe it should have been explained in a better way so that everyone can understand, every class of audience can easily relate with. It is not a masterpiece from Christopher Nolan. It is not the greatest movie from him, but still it is a good film to watch in theater. Technically, the movie is marvelous, but still it distances itself from the character development, because you cannot emotionally emote with any of the character because it has never been developed. Coming to the critical review and audience view at this point of this video making, the scores of the critics stands at 79 in Rotten Tomatoes, and Metacritic it stands at 69, whereas the audience score is 94. In IMDb it is an 8. COVID-19 had affected show business as well. This pandemic situation caused this movie a lot of trouble. This movie was originally planned to be released in the 10th year anniversary of Inception, but it had gone through multiple changes with the release date. But in spite of these challenges, Warner Media, AT&T, Nolan decided that Tenet had to be released in a theater. In few countries, along with UK, they successfully launched it for a theater release. It got released on 26th of August, but worldwide release is happening on 3rd September. But still, Tenet is not available everywhere, as there are still countries which are not open for theatrical release. Tenet is not available on streaming as of now, nor it is available for video on demand. But since this is being produced and distributed by AT&T and Warner Brothers, this might eventually end up in HBO Max platform. Budget of the film is 225 million, highest production in Nolan's making, and it can make profit only when it reaches 800 million. So to conclude, this is from Christopher Nolan. Yes, he had satisfied the audience for the money which you have paid. It is your money's worth. You have to see it in the larger screen. Christopher Nolan is obsessed with time concepts. Interstellar, Memento, and even Dunkirk hints about his obsession towards this time concepts. This is a highly complex movie. If we can understand how Nolan mind operates, or how Christopher conceives the concepts, then it would be an amazing treat. The movie should be experienced in a theater, or at least on a large screen. It is still a great movie. The more we watch Tenet, the more we will understand, and it is really mind-blowing. Thank you all. Please do like and share this video with your circle. Kindly do subscribe to this channel for more contents like this. Click on the bell icon for instant notification. Do express your thoughts and opinions about this video in the comment below and let me know. This is Mr. Sane signing off for the day.